Okay, Mama, so let's see what we want to do here. Let's just work down here on a circle for a minute, and we'll just do some transitions and see how she's doing and how she's focusing. So you can stay to the outside of that white pole and on a big circle here. Okay, just show me your working trot to start. Make sure there's no twists in your reins. Really important habit to get into. Good, so look inside me here. You're gonna stay in front of me, in front of these jumps. Good. Now Leo, Emily, and I worked the other day on getting the bend, okay? And she was doing a really good job. Blaze was doing a really good job of keeping the bend. So I want you to have that expectation of her. Have your hands a little bit wider so you've got clear messages down each rein. That's right. Keep turning. We'll give her a second there while she's coughing. Oh, Mama. Okay, so nose blowing is good. So now start to ask her for the left bend. Hands apart, left leg working her belly. And check in and see if you can see her inside eye and nostril. So the left leg needs to be working, working, working. That's right. And then work your left fingers. Shake your left fingers. There. Good. And good. There, Leo. Okay? Try to keep that shape around your whole circle. Left leg. If she starts to lose it, push into her belly with your left leg. And just a little vibration left rein. There we go. Good, now make a smaller circle here in front of the white pole. And again, work that bend. We want her to bend through her whole body, so your left leg is asking her ribs to curve out. That's really good, really good. Push her ribs out, ask her to look left. Really good. Okay, walk a few steps and then trot forward. Good. Now when it's time to walk, try not to go to 100% of your brakes right away, okay? You want to sit down and be smooth with your brakes. Try that again. Sit and walk. That's better. That's better. And trot forward. We'd rather have it take a couple extra steps and be smooth and uninterrupted, okay? We don't want her for the brakes to go into the walk, and then you've got to kind of recreate some energy that you've lost. Keep your hands a little bit apart here. Think about where your circle is going. Make sure she's staying consistent, and that's going to help you find a regular bend when your circle stays really regular as well, right? So if me and your dad are kind of 2 points on your circle, you have to create the other 2 points, right? Make them even on either side of us. That's right. Good, and then again, smooth to walk. Good, and smooth to trot. Nice, good. Good, looking left, both of you looking left. Now don't go too far over there, right? Remember your circle needs to stay half on one side of us and half on the other. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and canter and think of keeping your circle even. Nice, good job. Looking, turning a little bit all the time. Check in with her bend. Can you see her inside eyelashes? Can you see her inside nostril? So push in the left side of her belly and play with the left ring finger. Play with your rein a little bit on the left. Good, now see if you can see her inside eyelash, right? That's better. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Make sure she's not looking towards me, right? She's got to be looking ahead and around the circle. Good. Now, Leo, think of relaxing your arms a little bit. Let your elbows move. Keep your hands a little bit wider. There you go. There's going to be smoother and great bend. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Don't let her look at me. There, feel that? And when you really start to get the bend working, she will start to come rounder and rounder, and eventually she'll be on the bit for you as well, okay? This is kind of the first step towards riding on the bit, is to have yielded, correct bend, where she yields her body to the shape and yields her mouth to the little bit of movement of the bit, right? Here you're asking her to look left. There, good. Good, awesome. And trot transition. And also really nice that she's held her lead the whole time there around all those multiple canter circles. Good here, good here. Check the bend. That's right. So Leo, anytime she does this and gets stiff, right, you're just increasing your leg and playing with that inside rein and asking her to come back around to the left. And when you're consistent about that, yes, you had a good moment there. When you're consistent about that, you could just push your left leg a little bit and she'll start to yield right away because she knows exactly what it means. Really good. Make sure she's looking left. And canter when you're ready. Make sure she's looking left. Good. Now I want you to think, Leo, about sitting just before you ask, okay? Make sure you're seated when you ask for the canter. Whoops. No, no, no. All right, only 50-point deductions because you only went around one. But keep yourself on your track, on your plan, right? What if that was your jump-off turn and you just missed your inside turn? Here we go, good. Good, left bend. So work a little bit more on her left side, right? You've got your turning aids on to keep the circle turning, but now work on having her looser and looking left. Yes, good, 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 good. And then trot transition. Left bend, left, left, left. Circle small. Work her around your inside leg, push her ribs out, small circle now, small circle because she really lost the bend over in that corner. So now we're exaggerating the bend. Push her belly out. Push her belly out, away from your left leg. Good, don't let her slow down. She's got to yield from this left leg pressure. Make your right rein wide, Leo, like this. You want her to go out a little bit here because she's leaning into you. That's right. That's right. Good for you. One more like that. Think almost like your leg yielding. There, beautiful. Yes, good job. Think like your leg yielding out. Now go back to your big circle. Good. She's keeping it longer and longer, right? It's still not perfect, but she's holding that left bend more and more consistently. Good. And canter. Now go back to trot. I want you to do that again. I still feel like you're not sitting when you ask. You're kind of in 2-point when you ask. Get the left bend first. So your sequence of steps is that you're going to sit, place the outside leg slightly back, and then gently squeeze to canter. So it's sit. Good for you. Way better. Now what about your left bend? Don't miss your turn here. This is looking nice, huh? Oh, go, go, go. Good for you. Now keep your legs on and work the left bend. And yes, she's not allowed to slow down to go to the bathroom. That's right. Because she might need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the triple combination, right? And there's going to be no option to slow down. Turn, turn, turn. Bend, bend, bend. Bend, bend, bend. Work your left fingers. Work your left heel. Yes, beautiful. Good job, Leo. Okay, trot forward. Left bend in the trot transition. So walk a sec, Leo. You're getting really, really good stuff, okay? This is awesome. But just before you ask for the trot, it's almost like you drop everything you're doing and think, oh, okay, now I'm gonna trot, right? So when you're doing that, she goes like this and falls out, falls in with her shoulder and out with where she's looking, okay? So you need to keep all your bending aids doing the same thing. So you're cantering, you're bending, you're bending, you're bending, and you're trotting, right? But you keep doing everything you're doing with this leg, this rein, and your turning aids, okay? So that through the transition, you're doing everything you were before and you're adding in the trot. Okay, so let's try that again. So that's a long way of me saying I want you to keep her bent left when she goes to trot. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. Push her off your left leg. Make sure she's not leaning in. Good. Good, I like what I'm seeing. Well done. So when you're ready, you're gonna sit, prepare, and squeeze to canter. Okay, so trot right away. Trot right away. Keep the left bend. Already that was better, Leo. Keep the left bend. Sit twice. Organize your trot. Prepare and organize your canter. Remember, she needs to be shaped to the left to pick up the correct. Yes, good job. So it wasn't a perfectly clean strike off, but she was in a good shape through the strike off to canter there. Now circle a little bit smaller and increase your bend. Widen your hands a little bit. Thumbs on top. Left leg pushes her out. Wide right rein. There, 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 there. Good. Now keep the left bend and trot forward. Work the left bend. Work, 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 work. Good for you. Good for you. Work it and trot. Do all of it and trot. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. Get after her. Left heel. Yes. Good, Leo. And while she's learning and you're learning, there's going to be moments where you lose it, right? But keep fighting to get it back. So you stay really consistent with what you're after. Good, and canter. That was your nicest transition yet. Keep her around the inside leg. I love this bend. Keep that shape. Beautiful. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Good. Now work the left side and go into the trot. Work her left side. A little bit wide outside rein. Work the left leg and rein. Work, 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 work. Half halt if she quickens. And now small circle to confirm your bend. Yeah, good, Leo. Okay, let's walk and give her a big pat because that's actually probably the longest sustained period that she's had to really concentrate when you've been on her, okay? Because she just had to go and go and go and she didn't really get any breaks to do what she wanted to do there, right? And that's part of the training, right? Is you're training her discipline, her work ethic. And as the work gets more interesting and complicated, as long as she's not scared by it and as long as she understands it, she's probably going to start enjoying it more and more. Because we'll keep her attention, we'll keep her interested and wondering what's going to happen next. But right now, she's still learning all the basics, right? Before we start stacking everything on top of that to be more complicated. Good girl. So just let her have a little bit longer rein here on her walk break. We want her to be able to stretch out on her walk break. It's good for her back and it's good for her brain just to kind of be able to daydream a little bit when it's time to be on a break, so she doesn't feel like the pressure's on from the beginning to the end of the ride. Okay, Leo, we're gonna do a little bit on the right, same objectives, okay? Rhythm, bend, consistent round circle, half on this side, half on this side. I find if you think about riding a half circle to a half circle, it ends up being more even. It's really hard to keep track of a whole circle, right? Okay, and then we nail this, and then we can go ahead and get some jumping in here. Yeah, go ahead. So the right bend is pretty good so far, but you are posting on her inside leg, which is going to make that a little bit less natural for her to bend right. That's it. Good. Now quickly check your reins. Make sure there's no twists in the reins. Remember, after you have a walk break or when you first get on, you need to always check that your reins aren't twisted, so that every time you pick them up, you're trying to pick them up straight. That's right. So make sure she keeps turning here, stays in front of me. So far this way it looks like she wants to leg yield out to a bigger and bigger circle. So you're actually going to need to have a little more outside leg, preventing her from going out and keeping her on the circle you want. So you still need your inside aids for bending, but your outside left leg is going to have to be there defining the edge of the circle, telling her this is the circle, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Good, now give her a little pat with your right hand, stroke her neck. Yeah, so when you do that, Leo, if you're holding your reins normally, what I want you to do is keep holding your reins and you're just gonna stroke her neck like this. So what it does is it releases the pressure on one rein. Okay, so keep holding your reins and stroke her neck from, yeah, but keep holding it, there you go. Yeah, exactly. So that what that does is it just releases the pressure off a rein for a moment. It gives an instant reward, and then instantly you've got your contact right back again. This is very good. Good girl. Okay, few walk steps. And trot forward. Right away, right bend. Don't let her look to the outside of the ring. Hands a little bit farther apart so the reins aren't lying on her neck. And then with your hands a little farther apart, Leo, you can really make it about your leg. Right? You're saying to her, hey, come around my right leg. There, beautiful. Beautiful, good. Awesome, and canter transition. Sit. Good for you. Good, looking up, thinking about the right bend, keeping your hands a little bit wide. There, we want two direct reins that you're riding her through. Good, Leo. Yep, try not to feel her neck with your knuckles. Keep your hands a little farther apart. Good, and trot transition. Yes, good, good. Keep trotting. Stroke her neck with your right hand. Yes, good. Keep trotting though, keep bending. So you want to be rewarding her while she's working, right? So you're saying, yes, this is what I want, right? It doesn't mean she should change anything. That's it. Good, looking right and canter. Good girl. Good, keeping your hands apart. Good, Leo. Now circle smaller in front of me. Keep turning, keep turning. Whoops. That was made harder because she was going to the bathroom. Okay, try that again. Circle in front of me. Be committed. Don't go through me. There you go. Hands apart on either side of her neck and back to your big circle. That's okay. Back to trot. Good, good. Forward, forward. Don't let her walk. Prepare your canter. You're going to start with a big circle again. Trot. Get the right bend. Trot. Right bend. Right bend. Not walking. Not walking. She's got to work. Working trot. Right bend. There. Hands are too close together though. They're right into her neck, which is kind of like having your brakes on all the time. There. And canter. Yes. Beautiful, Leo. Really good. Now keep the leg hugged on. And now you're gonna get ready on this wall to circle in front of me and then go to your big circle. So commit to it. Look in front of me here. Turn your body, outside leg, outside leg. Good, hands apart. Look for your big circle. Keep your connection, leg to rein. Good, good and smooth there. Nice right bend here in the canter. Excellent, and trot transition. Yes, trot, trot, don't walk, right bend. Push, push, yes, then there, she's almost starting to go on the bit. Do you feel it's starting to happen? Push forward. Don't let your hands go together. So Leo, I actually want you to lengthen your reins a little bit and make your hands wide like this. Okay, make your hands wide and now ask for the right bend with your hands like that wide. Yes, and I swear to you, she's gonna start going on the bit if you ride like this. Yes, bend, vibrate the right rein, shake your right finger. Feel that? Good, make sure the right leg is there asking for the bend. Keep those two direct reins, yes, and push her into a big trot. Because the idea, and we're not really talking about going on the bend or going on the bit quite yet, okay? But it's just starting to happen because you're riding really well. The idea here is that because she's pushing well, and you've got both sides of her body organized, and you've got your legs there and you've got your reins there, she's gonna start to find roundness in between your aids. This is the idea, okay? Good. Just, I don't want to see this though, Leo. Right? You've got to keep your hands apart. Don't touch her neck. Keep your hands apart. Take the reins away from her neck. More than that. There, good. So whenever I say something like that, I'd rather see you do it too much, and I can say, oh, not quite that much, okay? Just, there you go, yeah. Yeah, good for you. Now push her to a bigger trot. Keep your hands away from her neck. Away from her neck. Widen your hands. There, there, there. Push for a bigger trot. Yeah, okay, walk and praise her. Good. So this is kind of just the very beginnings of it, and this is after just a couple training rides, right? And I had a good day on her yesterday. And already she's starting to get the idea, right? Like, oh, okay, so when there's two good reins and two legs on and I'm pushed forward, I've got to start to go like that. And that's the idea is, just like if you think of me having a whip in my hand, which I usually have, I don't think I have one out here, right? Is if you have a whip like this and you put a little bit of pressure on this end and a little bit of pressure on that end, right? The whip does that. And that's all you're doing with her is you're sending energy forward from the back end and you're keeping her in front. You're keeping a feel of her mouth. So the energy you're sending ends up not going that way. It comes like this through her body. Really good, super. Okay, let's jump, shall we? You think you got it? All right. Make sure she has energy. She doesn't need to be fast, but she needs to be in a good rhythm. Awesome. That's a bit too... Your brakes worked really well there, hey? They work a little better with the flash. So that was just a little bit too strong that time. Feel your posting diagonal here. Looking ahead, planning ahead, hands a little bit wide. That's it, looking. Good, and trot transition. Good, and trot down the long side, and let's do that again. Good correction with your diagonal. So this time we know that you can be a little bit softer and smoother with how you ask her to trot. Yeah. Trot. Look for your circle. Good, keeping your hands apart. Push her out for right bend. Hands away from her neck. Now praise her. Tell her she's a star. Big pats and let her walk. And I love that she landed on her lead that time. Awesome. Okay, because usually she wants to land on the left lead. So that was very good to see her thinking ahead, that she was turning right, and so she landed on the right lead. Very good. Okay, awesome. So as we know with horses, the best reward for them, the thing they really like, is to have a walk break when they do something right. So we give her a walk break now. Okay, so you've probably guessed it already. We're going to do the same exercise off the left. Okay, so starting with the brown, trot circle, finishing on the white. Okay, and I really liked how you rode straight after your last jump. So same plan here, landing straight. If she's at all tough, you could always circle and work on the bend after. If she lands nice, just come back down the long side right away and come again. Okay, Leo. Good, trot, little left bend onto your circle. Keep energy while you circle. Push out, don't let her lean into her turn. I want you to circle again because she's leaning into you there. So widen your right hand away from her neck and push her out off your left leg. That's it, good for you. Much better, and go to your jump. Good, Leo, trot and bend. Good correction. Let's come do that pattern again. So she landed on the outside lead there that time. We'll try that again. Make sure you're straight going in, that she's entering, that she's coming off the left bend and looking towards her jump. Trotting, left leg starts the bend, hands apart. You better not be feeling her neck. Hands apart, yep. Better, much better. I like the wide outside rein there. Good. Excellent. Okay, walk and give her a pat. And your leg was nice and strong and long and on her belly there. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do our same 2 jumps. Then you're going to trot around and trot over this one towards the barn. And then you're doing a bending line right away to the other diagonal. So you're jumping over this one, you're going out, and then you're turning and doing that one. Yeah. And let's plan to do that in canter, okay? So you're trotting over. Now your track should be out here, right? And then you're waiting, you're getting straight and cantering over this one. Okay, so make it smaller to start with. Those 2 at the end of your course. So you're doing 1 circle, 2, 3, 4 in canter. Okay. I love it. Left bend, hands wide. Better and better, Leo. Good. Now make sure she's looking where she's going. Left bend around your left leg. Circle. I don't like your approach. Need to use a little more space there, right? Use all the space you have to line up straight. So look, but don't turn yet. That's right, better. Awesome, keep cantering. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Awesome, trot. Left bend, left bend, left bend, left heel. Push into her belly and circle. Yeah, I like the wide hands. Now fix your posting diagonal as well. There's always more than one thing to do, right? Sit twice. Sit twice. There you go. Now keep circling with left bend. Great course, Leo. Well done. Walk and give her a pat. Was that better than you expected?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise for me too. I thought she was great there. And even though she had a little miniature spook here, a little peek at the jump, right? Your leg was on, she was straight, so over she went. No problem. If you'd turned really early or if she'd been fast and not really looking, right? That little spook could have turned into a stop. But you had her straight enough. She saw it early enough that she just kind of went here and went, oh, oh, and then went, right? Very good. Okay, so we're gonna add one more challenge to this course, which is now you're gonna trot fence 1 and then canter your circle and your fence 2. So part of the challenge is she needs to be on the correct lead for that, and if she's not, you've got to get your quick simple change for your circle, right? And then of course the next jump in canter, and then the challenge is to get the trot back nicely and early so that you can be organized for this trot jump. Okay, so, yeah. You're not cantering over that one. You're just trotting over the first one, then cantering a big circle, and then cantering this one. Okay? And then keep going.
Trot, around, canter, over.
Right. So jump 1 and 3 are trotting in. 2 and 4 are cantering in. Okay? So sometimes you'll hear that said as trot in and canter out of the line, right? You're trotting in and then you're cantering out, even though this is a bit of a long line. And then you're trotting in and you're cantering out. Okay, go show us how it's done. Okay, something's horribly wrong here. There we go. Now a little more trot. That's it. Perfect. Keep cantering. A little bit of left bend, hands apart. Keep, woo, bonus pull. Keep your hands apart. Keep your elbows moving. Left bend. Keep the canter, keep the canter. Good. Good job. Now trot and look. Look, look, look. All right, Leo. Oh, left bend, finish with left bend. Don't let her look outside the ring there at the end. Yes. Good. Good, nice. Nice with your wide hands. That makes such a big difference for her. Okay, now walk and give her a pat. Sometimes in the canter, your arms get a little bit stuck, okay? And so then they're against her neck, but they're not really independent and moving on their, like moving, they need to move with her and they need to be independent from the rest of you, okay? So on your canter circle, we saw that a little bit, that your arms got stiff. And in the line, landing, kind of forgot to look a little bit where you were going. Okay, so even though your plan is to ride out, you still need to have your eye looking towards this jump. Okay, so in your peripheral vision, you're thinking about riding out, but you still have your eye ahead to the next fence. So with that in mind, let's do that course one more time. And I was really happy with you that you didn't let her trot when she was pooping there on the way to fence 2. Okay, you had to work hard there to keep her, and you did. Look where you want to go, Leo. I see you like this. Trot. Let's start from the beginning. So around that circle, your eyes need to be up and ahead, so you're planning where you can go instead of where you can't go. So in fact, I would plan to make your circle a little bigger now that you're cantering, so you go around those 2 poles. So here, get her attention, get her to look to the inside of the ring towards the jump. There we go. Now steady and rhythm, steady. Good girl. Now be smooth with your arms. Ask her to look left, look up. Look up. Yes, Leo, come out nice and big. Yes, Leo, well done. Beautiful ride. Smooth, look ahead. Smooth and steady. Steady. Oh, good. Looking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Good job. And I love how straight she is. Now bend left though. Bend left, bend left. Trot and bend left, and then canter and bend left. Canter? Yeah. Left bend. Left, left, left. Wide hands, remember? Not against the neck. Now get her off that left heel, the inside heel. Yes, good job, Leo. Good job, Leo. Now keep her looking to the inside. Come on, dig in there. Dig in, kick, kick, kick. She's almost done, but we have to finish with the right stuff in her mind, the right thoughts in her mind. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna do that canter to trot again. Don't let her cut in. Her circle should be staying big and round and bent left. That's it. Lengthen your reins a little bit. Push her away from your left leg. There. Because you don't want her to feel like she's got nowhere to go, right? Keep your arms moving. Good. Now keep the left bend into the trot. Left bend, wide outside rein. Show her where you want her to go. Yes, good job, Leo. Okay, good, and walk. So I hope you know what an amazing job you just did, okay? Even though we're not jumping big jumps yet and everything like that, you're putting on so many different pieces to the puzzle, okay? So I mean, this stuff is just absolutely crucial, and the good news now that she's here and she's got other people keeping her getting ridden throughout the week, it's gonna be, each time you come should be a little bit more farther ahead than the time before, okay? Just because of your situation, in the past she's had kind of the whole week off and then worked on the weekends and then the whole week off, right? So in between she kind of loses whatever she gained on the weekend, right? So now this is awesome to see that she's starting to retain what I just worked on with her yesterday. Good girl. Awesome. She's gonna need a bit of a long walk out, okay? She's pretty hot. Good. Very happy with that. Are you warm?
Yep.
That was really, really good to see, Shane.
Yeah, like Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Jacket off, jacket on.